Right, students, good evening. So the students who are in the online, am I audible? Confirm it once. Okay, so now we will continue the last class and we'll complete the concept of OOPS features. So last session, let us open that. So in this part of it, polymorphism, we discussed an important point and the properties we discussed. What exactly the polymorphism is? What is the internal advantage of polymorphism? Efficient utilization of what? Memory space. And the definition of polymorphism is very important. And how we can implement the polymorphism here by using method overriding. In the definition of polymorphism, what is one form represents, what is original method represents, and overridden methods meaning is everything is explained. What do you mean by form and existence of a method? If a method is existing in base class, then it is called original method. That's called one form. If the same method existing in derived class, it is called what? Overridden method. That is called multiple forms. So that we discussed already in our previous session. And at the same time, and in continuation of this polymorphism, we already completed number of approaches also to call the base class method from the derived class part. There are two approaches are available. See the heading here, which is already uploaded. By using superfunc superof, by using what? Class name of. Okay. So by using superof, so what is that? And we called this predefined functions, and which is calling the superclass original method or constructor overridden method by using superof dot method name of list of values if any, and superof init of list of values. And almost we have seen some examples in the previous session. And with a super function, we are able to call only immediate base class method, but unable to, if you remember it, unable to call specified method of a base class. How you can call our own base class methods? By using this approach, we are using class name approach. By using class name, we said, by using class name approach, we can call any base class method or constructor name from the context of what? Derived class method. What is the syntax, man? Class name dot method name of self, comma, list of values if any. And class name dot and init of self, comma, list of values if any. I can say this approach is more flexible than super approach. Superof approach is most comfortable than this kind of things. Are you able to understand my point? So let us start the discussion about continuation part of these things. So last time already we have seen some examples and maybe varieties of examples I said. And example 1, example 2, example 3 and 4, 5. And you have seen that different type of methods how to call it. So these are all the coding different approaches where you can come across in data science. If they teach algorithmic implementation, one is with OOPS, one more is with functional programming. If they want to write any algorithmic approach by using object oriented, this coding is useful. If they explain with functional programming before OOPS what I said, that is useful to you. Okay. So Python is a coding part where you can use it in different implementation of our algorithms. Shall we move forward? Yeah. So last session, let us take once again. Directly I'll go to one small hybrid inheritance. I want to take it. So let's take the example here. Here I will use by using inheritance. by using inheritance, I will show once by using inheritance, and other side I will write by using polymorphism. By using polymorphism here. Fine. So, how this is by using inheritance and by using polymorphism, we need to understand in the session. So, coming to the point back, here I am going to say, take this as class name, another type of class name, another type of class name. And this is called another type of class name. Actually, with yesterday itself, I can say polymorphism is over, whoops is over. But today also I want to recapitulate some more examples, some more coding standards. So here this is called C1 class, C1 class, and this is called C2 class, C2 class, and this is called C3 class. I'm taking C3. Well, C3 here, and I will take C4 here, C4 here, C4 here. So there I'm saying C1 to this C2, and next is called what you know, this one C3, and this is called what, C2 to C4, and next is called what, this place I will take it. So very understanding in this context, which kind of inheritance it is? Hybrid inheritance it is called. Multi-level Rocky, it is called which inheritance? Hybrid. Already in the diagrammatic part also is set. Here there is a X function, here there is a X function, here there is a Y function, here there is a Y function, here there is a Z function, here there is a Z function. And next I will take, here there is one more type of function, K function is available. K function is available. What these are all called? Purely inheritance it is called. It is hybrid inheritance. So finally, if I come to the class C4, how many functions I can call? How to write the implementation here? How to write the implementation here? If you see carefully, class C1, I can write just a skeleton example. Class C1, of course, this is, you can usually implement it, not any difficult at all. X of, I can say DEF, what is this? X of pass. Some statement may be writing inside. Next I am writing class C2 of what? C1, I will say DEF, next is called what, you know, Y colon what, you know, pass. Class C3 of what? C1, I can say here DEF Z is a function pass. Next class C4, what I am writing there? C2 comma C3. C2 comma what? C3. There I am writing inside K function here. I just say pass. Assume that some body is available. Are you able to follow? Yes, so now you come to this place. Which object I will create? O4 is equal to C4 of. O4 is equal to C4 of. I'm just saying this. Are you able to get me? So there I will call it as what? O4 dot. Come on, what is that? O4 dot. O4 dot. Which function I can say? X function I can call. O4 dot. Almost all the functions I can call. Am I correct? O4 dot Y function. O4 dot something like, you know, Z function. O4 dot K function I can say. K function. If you remember it, almost all the functions I am calling, at least one time the memory space is taken. So this will take, output will come as it is, but internal performance, if you see, this is not that much recommended. What we are going to expect it, try to take the same diagram. I'm going to take the same diagram. Here I'm going to say, taking here, I'll paste it here. So I'm going to take it, this kind of thing. Fine. Look at students here. I'm going to take this one. I'm not taking Y. I'm not taking Z. I'm not taking anything here. Which function I will take? Now you can easily say, which function I can take? X. The function which is present in C1 X is called what function? original method, which is inherited in where? C2, which is inherited in where? C3 and overridden. Overridden. Yes, Ma, Asif. Very good. So, x is a function which is going to be always taking internally less memory space. That means in one memory space only, all these functions output will come. Which object I will create? Come on, which object I will create? O4 is equal to what? C4. And O4 dot what? X I will take. X I will take. Because of O4 dot X, what will happen? It will go to which class? C1, C4, X is calling. From there, I can call any of the functions which I like it. I can call this function, I can call this function, anything I can call. How do you call this C2 related X? I can say C2 dot what? X of what? Self I can say. How do you call this C3 related? C3 dot X, C3 dot X of what I can say? Self I can say. How do you call this C1 related X? C1 dot X of what? You can say self also you can call. Whichever method I want, I can say. When this is calling, this function is executing this memory space. When I am calling, previous memory space is in the same memory space overridden with the C2. When I call this C3, previous memory space, whatever is occupied in this, in the same place, this is getting executed. When I call this one, same place, this is executed. It is not necessary to create 4 times or 5 times memory space. That's why when you are coming to the object-oriented programming means 100% there exists what? Polymorphism. Polymorphism uses what? Inheritance. Inheritance indirectly contains, come on, indirectly contains method overriding. Method overriding uses inheritance. Inheritance uses classes, and I will create an object. So almost in polymorphism, all the OOPS principles are available in that. Are you able to understand? Fine. So ultimately, I'm trying to say one conclusion here. Always recommended to follow OOPS principles means what? Better to go for what? Polymorphism. So I can implement the same diagram in 2 ways. One is by using inheritance, one more by using what? Polymorphism here. So I'm going to show you this example. If you want, I can show with inheritance, with the polymorphism, we can see. Because we have ample of time, I will show you both of them. Please look into this. I'll go for this. With inheritance, with other kind of things I'll show. So look at, so I'm writing with inheritance dot py. I will take it as class C1. I can take def function called x. Some small message I will print it. What is that now? C1, which function this is? X function. Well, now I will take next another type of class I will take it. What is this now? Class C2, X function C2. And C2 is taking what? Remember the diagram, guys. C1 of C2 of X. Next I will take C3 of what? Come on. C2 na C1 na? See the diagram. Guys. Forget the diagram already. C2 is taking from where? C1. So I will take it as what? C1. X. I'm saying here C3X. Now I'm taking next what? C4 of what? C2 comma C3. Up to here is what inheritance? Up to this line number 9, hierarchical, right? And this one is comes under line number 12 is what? Multiple. So coming to this is called what? C4 of X. And moreover, I will take different functions. I will take it. Y and then Z and then K I'm taking. So I will take it as the different functions here. Y function and Z function and then K function I'm taking. K method. So this is purely one hybrid inheritance. So how you can call this? Main program I will write it, students. Main program I will write it. Writing here. How do you create it? O4 is equal to C4 of. O4 is equal to what? C4 of. Tell me now. How do you do this now? I say O4 dot K. O4 dot K. It will go to O4 dot K means K function called with respect to O4. O4 is an object of C4 class. Control goes to C4 and executing this. Let us save this code once. Go to the place in this polymorphism only. Try to save this in the same place. Right? Maybe it isn't saved in the notes part. Just a save as. You save it here in this place. Coming to the command prompt. Coming to this command prompt. Now, I say there, Python, say 4 p.m. So there I will take it. Oops. There I say polymorphism. So polymorphism there. So I'm say taking there. After that, I hope, what is that? PLO. Okay. Fine. So let us, some spelling mistake is there in the folder creation ma. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Now I will say py. I will create with inheritance.py. What is happening there? You are going to get only K function is called. Only K function called. That means it will go to that K place. Now I will take it as what? O4 dot. Which one I will talk next? Z function is coming. O4 dot Y function is coming. O4 dot what is coming? O4 dot X function is also coming. I can call almost all the functions in the class. I got it. So there is no difficulty of any of the class, we can get it. Understand? But only thing is, this is called with inheritance. You are calling well and good, no problem. But when you go to C4, I want to call C2 related method. C3 related method. Definitely we cannot write what? Super of you cannot write it. Which one we will write it? Class name we will use it. Class name we will use it. So this is one way. If you want another way also, of course you already understand that. That is not necessary to address once again. This is inheritance one example. I'm going to say here with inheritance.py X here. See this point saying that O4 is equal to C4 of, just to say this point, I'm saying that O4.k, C4 here. From here, I want to call everything. How do I call, ma? Please tell me. Come on. I can say, if I say super off, what I'm saying, super off, what? C2 and C3, super off, which function I am calling? Super C2, that is nothing but what can be called? C2 related function, C3 related function, C2 related, C3 related, C2 related will be called. That is nothing but I can call which function? Y function. Just for a minute you observe. Okay, just to save this code, I say here inheritance example 1.py. Because you have to sit on the system, you have to go on practicing this entire thing so that you'll get multiple knowledge to work with it. So coming to this py, so example 1.py, I got what? Y. Now how you can call this one? Suppose by mistake, if you are saying super of, what is the function you are trying to call? Z you are trying to call. Which super class will be considered into? C2 will be considered. C2 will be considered. Are you getting? But is the C2 contains a Z function? No. So definitely you are getting an error. Look at that. Error is coming. So C2 related by super of Z. Yes, sir. You are going to say super of Z. Why we are able to got this answer? Because unique functions are there. Which functions? Unique functions. Are you getting my point? Unique functions. X function is coming plus Y function is coming plus what? Z function. Now I can call one more function also. What is that function? Super of what also? X also. Why? The X is coming into C3, X is coming in where also? I can call that also. But there was no C1 here. But C1 method was coming into C3, C1 method was coming into C2. Any one of the function will be called. See this answer now. You got X function also, we got it. Are you able to get it? Here, whenever you go for same function name, that time you will get a problem. Are you getting? Since they are unique, we are able to call with a super function. When they are overridden, same function is there, that time you will get a difficulty. Same code I will show you with what? Polymorphism. So students who are in the online, did you understand, students? Yes, Asif, it follows logical memory management. And it is very simple also, nothing is difficult. So same program with the polymorphism we will see. With the polymorphism we will see how it is going to be. Same to same. Coming to this point, with inheritance, with the polymorphism, example. So I'm writing with the polymorphism example. C1 class X, C2 class Y. Here I will take what? X. Same method. I'm overriding X. Next C3. Again I am taking what here? X. C4, C2 comma C3. Which function I am taking? X. For a minute you just remove. I will just show you that. Here X. Call it as what function now? X function. O4 is equal to C4 of. O4 is equal to C4 of. Say with the polymorphism example 1.py. With the polymorphism example 1.py. Save this once. Come on to the point. Yes, ma. Something like Irfan. Line number 10. Yeah, correct. X function I need to write it. Say C students. Py. With the polymorphism, C4 related X, we got it. Now I want to get its base class related X. What should I call it? Come on. Super of what? Dot what? X. Which X will call? First in class, first in order, who is that? That only will be calling. That only will be calling. Just for a minute you observe. What is the answer is coming? C2 related X only coming. If I write once again here, it doesn't mean that the second superclass X function will call. Because same function name is available in where? C2 and where? C3. But we are calling two times. It doesn't mean that C2 one time and the C3 one time. Because these are all various coding standards where you have to follow it. Same thing C2 related only is calling. Suppose if I change the order, what is nice? Now I'm going to say C2. What is happening? You see, I'm getting this C3 related only. But how do you call this C2 and C3 irrespective of it? How do you call it? Here super function is not working according to our expectation. Tell me now. Class name is the best approach. C2 dot, come on first. X of what? Self. In C2 class, X instance method. Self indicates what? X instance method. Next please, C3 dot X of what? Self. Understand? And moreover, I can call. Okay, look at that answer now. Look at this outputs now. C4, C2 and C3. Understand? Yes, sir. Can I call C1 related also? C1 is happily you can call. Why? Because C1 related method is coming to C2, C1 related method is coming to C3, and I can happily take C1 dot X of this one. Directly C1 related things are coming to C2, C3 that are coming into where? C4. Execute this now. See students how this is. Output is like this. C1 related X also coming or not? Understand? So anywhere else, any type of implementation is there. This is called by using class name. I can call all these things. This is called the best way of calling this is called with a polymorphism. Right, ma? Nitikesh. You cannot call ma like that. Nitikesh, you cannot call ma. O4 dot. See, Nitikesh is asking this question. See, students, he is asking O4 dot C1. Understand, ma? of X like this. What is this O4 object? Object dot what will be generally object dot method name, object dot variable name. But C1 is a variable name? No, it is a class name. That's why it is not possible. Nitikesh, did you understand, ma? Did you understand, Nitikesh? So we cannot write such kind of thing like this. Fine. So I have to write O4.x and say X, it is going to call X related, O4 related X is calling. From there, I am going to call its methods. Understand? Right. Now this is called one type of which inheritance? Hybrid inheritance. Right. Now open the notes. You open your notes and try to write. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will implement write a Python program which will implement the following hybrid inheritance. 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 Yes, this you have to implement it. If it is possible to be implemented by you, you just take care of it. Otherwise, I will do it in the class. So I hope you can do this. I'm thinking that I hope you can take care of it. So this is called one C1. Look at students, all of you. So C1, C2, I'm taking this. So coming to this C1, C2, next is called, C3, and next is called like this, and next is called this one, and this type of inheritance. Just observe it and then do it. So I'm going to take it C1, all of you see C1, or I will write on the top of it C1. You also write down the same diagram. Along with this, draw this diagram in your notes. C2, C3, C3, C4. This is C4. And this is called C5. C5. And this is called C6. C6. So much of C7 and C8. C8. Now you see, connected with this, so here, taking here C5, right, and taking this, now I'm writing one more kind of thing. I am taking something like this. So here I am taking methods, I am taking there something like X method. The another method is called X. The another method is called X. Same method overriding X. Next, here also same method called X. Same method called all the places X method, which is getting overridden. Which is getting overridden here. Fine. Which is getting overridden here. Another place which is getting overridden here. Fine. So in these places, it is looking like what? A full hybrid inheritance it is. Almost everything is there. I hope you will do this. Will you do this? Now, can I call from C4 class? Can I call from C8 class? Can I call C1 method? Can I call or not? I can. From anywhere, any method I can call. From anywhere, any method I can call. How do I call from C8 to this method? Come on. C1 dot X of what? Self. So that this will be calling from this place. Did you understand this? Fine. From here, I can call any of the class method. I can call it by using what name? Class name. Will you able to understand? And this is applicable to what? Constructor also you can call. Constructor. What is the constructor available here? Underscore init. The same constructor I can override even in the bottom classes also. You can call that also. How do you call the class names? How do you call the constructor with the class names? Last class already we have seen it. C1 dot. What is that? Underscore init of what? Self. Any values are there? We can pass it. Understand? So this is called one type of previous hybrid inheritance. I hope you can do this. Okay, na? So I hope you can do this. So take care about this. Next, one more example I want to show you. One more another skeleton. This is one way of doing the polymorphism. Please look into this again. Now I'm taking one more kind of example. Look at students. One more pattern of example I am showing. Class, some small thing, a small exercise I am giving. India, DEF, type, country type. I am writing here, country type. Now I am going to say self here. So I will write it, print India is a, what is this? Developing country. So I'm just writing it. Next, one more function I will write it. Next is what? Language. The people are speaking here. The people who speaks in this place, I'm writing here, print of Indians can speak multiple languages. Just I'm writing something like this. Now this is called one type of class. One more type of class I am taking. Class USA, I am writing here. Class USA, I am writing. There I am writing DEF. What is my function name? Same to same I will take it. Here I am writing. What is it? DEF. Country type. So I am writing here USA is. So I am writing here developed country. Language. So US Americans, I can write it here. USA citizens can speak English. So I'm writing something like this. Fine. So next, like that, there is no relation between these two classes. Like that, I'm having some multiple classes are there. Okay. Now I'm going to write it. One more kind of thing. What I'm going to write it is, I'm taking one type of class, or I will take something like this. What I'm taking, you see, main program I will take main program I am taking. There I will take IO1 is equal to India. And the next I'm taking here, UO1 is equal to USA. Now I'm going to write it. For OBJ in IO1 comma, next is called what? UO. OBJ dot country type. Just I'm experimenting just to see. OBJ dot, I'm taking what? Language. Just to try to speak. Just example. So with polymorphism example2.py. Just to try to save it. Go to this location and see this. Here I can take it. Now you see example2.py. So I say with the polymorphism example2.py. India related object, and next I got it what? Other kind of thing. Observe it. Here no inheritance, no method overriding, nothing is there. But still there is what? Polymorphism concept is there. How it is there? You come to this. This is called object level polymorphism. In this OBJ, first one is what type? IO1. This is called first of all what? Tuple, na? What is that? Tuple. In the tuple, how many objects are there? Multiple objects are there. First, which object is placed in IO1 reference is kept in where? OBJ. OBJ dot what? Country type. Which country type? IO1 country type. That is nothing but this one. Next, IO1 dot lang. That is nothing but this one is coming. Next, for loop is taking next value called a UO. What is that UO? UO type is USA object type. US object type and then US language type. Did you understand? This is called one more type of polymorphism. This is called which level polymorphism? One object contains multiple object references. One in many forms. One in many forms. This is called one more kind of object level polymorphism. Object level polymorphism. Are you able to follow? Right. This is one more example. Let us take one more kind of example. Same thing if I want to represent it. I am going to show you this example. See that. Say the same thing, leave it. I will take one more type of class. Class show messages, show info. I am defining one type of method. Which method I am taking here? You see. Static method, DEF, display of some OBJ. Display of some OBJ, pass. What I am saying now, I say show info of what? IO1. Show info of IO1. What is happening? IO1 object data sending to where? OBJ. What is the type of OBJ now? India type. Right or not? IO1 is what type? Object of which type? India type. Next I will say one more thing. Show info is a function name which I am writing here. What? UO. Which type? Same place it will go. OBJ it will come. So let us say this. OBJ dot, which one? Country type of. Next is called what? OBJ dot what? Lang. OBJ dot what? Lang. I hope you are understanding. Save this code. This is called with the polymorphism example 3. This is called one method displaying multiple objects data. So coming to this point here, multiple examples with the polymorphism example 3. Coming to this place, I am saying that 3.py takes no arguments. What happens here? Show info, not display now. Show info dot display. So we are committing mistake. Display. What is show info? Show info is a class now. Display is a static method now. How do you call it? Class name dot. What is the class name? Dot what? Display. Show info dot what? Display. Show info dot display. And both of them are calling like this. So execute this code and see the output of it. It is another way of calling it. Is it understandable? Yes. This is called, right? Yes, ma. Renuka, no problem, ma. No problem. Take care. Okay. So recordings is concerned, Renuka, please ask admins, ma. I don't have any such privilege, please. So I don't have any such privilege, ma. If such privilege is there, definitely I would have been giving recording for the students, but I don't have such privilege. Please take care. Okay. Right. Fine. No problem. Take care of it. And this is already you understand. No problem. Even if you leave also, no problem. Fine. Right. Take care. Next, continue that. This is called which level? Static method level polymorphism. This is one method displaying result of various objects. Here no inheritance, nothing is there. No method overriding, nothing is there. It is also called what? Yes. Understand? Huh? Fine. So previous one is here object level polymorphism. Here what? Static method level polymorphism. Here also we are getting static method level polymorphism I am getting. polymorphism. So in how many ways we are achieving the polymorphism, you see that. So ultimate way is method overriding, and the other way is object level polymorphism. Without inheritance, nothing is there, only by using classes and object. One method displaying the result of various things. This is also called one more level of polymorphism. Are you able to get me? Right. And one more kind of thing which you already discussed in our classes. One more way I will show you. Of course, but it is not officially mentioned in the PSF documentation, and I am showing one more kind of discussion here. Look at that another way. Another way of polymorphism. What is that another way of polymorphism? You see. Here I am going to say same thing with the polymorphism example 4.py. Suppose this you are already well aware of it. This you are already well aware of it. Show function of 10, show function of 10, 20, and a show function of 10, 20, 30. This is my functions. What is the same? Function name is same. First one is not taking anything. Second function is taking something. Third function is taking 2. And third function is taking something like this. What is your opinion? Already we did this example. Where we did? Where? I should understand. Default. Is it? Parameterized. Is it? Where? Online students will answer. Compulsory they will answer. Variable length. Senapati is correct. Senapati is correct. So, variable length is correct. Arguments mechanism, Asif, correct. Correct answer is what? Variable length. Variable length concept I said. You did not remember because you are not reading. That is what I am saying to you. Go to this place and functions you see. Functions you see. Under that arguments mechanisms you see. Types of arguments or parameters you see. There I said variable length arguments parameter. If I open that variable length arguments parameter, if I see that, you see what is same. Whenever we come across family of multiple function call with a variable number of values or arguments, such a normal function, we used to take many definitions we used to write, which is a waste of time also I said. If you remember examples also. So you are not reading, that is one of the main drawback you are getting. Variable length arguments, example 1. You see, this is the one. Display XY, display XYZ. This program will not execute also I said that this. Then after that I said we will execute that with this kind of things. What is that? I can execute in this way. Define it, call it, define it, call it, define it, call it. In the functions part I said. One more way is called what? After that, variable length arguments concept I explained with pure variable length arguments example. After that, star param concept we used it. Did you remember that? Explain now. So this is going to be taken what? Irrespective of many function calls. Is it not one function is taking? What do you understand about this concept? What do you understand about this concept? Function name is one only. One function name matching with many function calls or not? What it is called? One in many forms. One in many forms. For one function call, for many function calls, one definition. What is one? Definition is one. Calls are how many? Multiple. That is also called what? One type of polymorphism concept only. One type of polymorphism. Because I did not use that word in the functions. Because Python is purely, everything is treated internally in the form of objects. Everything is an object. So why I am addressing that point is, what we learned in our previous examples. If I come to this example, show off one, show off this one, these things comes under, I can deal with. How do you deal with? Show, I say what here? Star, I say something like values. say something like values. So tell me, I say here for value in where values, for value in values, print of what? Backslash T and a dot format of what? Value. So I can say, comma, end is equal to some space. I'm saying that next is something like this, print off. I'm saying this one small line, I will write it. The main intention of writing the same code which is already written with you is also I'm using this type of example because there also there is an involvement of what? One definition dealing with the multiple kind of function calls. Execute this kind of thing. Say this, py, answer is something like this. First one did not display anything. Second one, two values are there. Third one, two values, three values, one value, like that. Now, if I come back to my statement here, you pass any number of function calls, no issue, and comma 40, and say something like, I say here Python, here, and I say Java here, I said here .NET, next I'm taking Django, like this, next I'm taking here, data science. I'm writing something like this. So multiple values you are passing, any type of values you can pass it. Ultimately, the result will come with you. So the values are coming like this. What do you understand with this? One function definition dealing with multiple function calls. Here is the meaning of it? Function call is same, variable number of arguments. 0 arguments, 1 argument, 2 arguments, 3 arguments, n number of arguments. All of them deals with what? One definition only. Is it not a one in multiple forms? One definition deals with what? Multiple calls. There also our definition is satisfied. Here, how much memory space is coming? One memory space only created. First function call, answer is coming. Second function call, same memory space, previous data overridden with new values. Second also, third also, fourth also. But when I shown you this previous example, this part, if you look at one memory space with one argument, two memory spaces with two arguments, three memory spaces with three arguments, four memory spaces with four arguments. Normal functions will take this much of memory space, whereas this type of function call is taking very much less space. It's really an appreciable facility here. I hope you understand this mechanism. Understand, students? Fine. This is called what? Polymorphism. How many levels I set? Method overriding level, inheritance. That is one thing. Next is called what? Object level. This is called what, with the polymorphism. This is called one method level. Second one is what? With the object level. One object contains the references of multiple objects. Next is called what? Static method level polymorphism. Next is called what? This is called what? Variable length arguments mechanism, where one definition is matching with the multiple function calls. This is also called what? Variable length mechanism. Also called what? Polymorphism mechanism only. Because one function space is used for multiple function calls. Understand? So polymorphism, if you see carefully the definition, one form in multiple forms. These many internal meaning is there for this. So polymorphism purpose is efficient utilization of memory space. Got it? Fine. Shall I move forward? Yes. Now I am going to introduce one small extra concept I would like to tell. That extra concept is, of course, why I am addressing that point is, we require, because in multi-threading, I am going to get this topic. Of course, that you can understand very easily, because I am going to use multi-threading. In any of the batches, multi-threading, nobody will teach. Oops is lost in every places. Right? So let us go to one small concept I want to say, of course, which is a Java related topic. I would like to tell in the Python. Java contains, very carefully listen, interfaces concept is there. Anybody knows Java here? They might be knowing. Interfaces. abstract classes concept is available. Abstract classes concept. Fine. What is that abstract classes concept or interfaces says? There is a function, but that is not containing any definition. So how can I make you to understand? Take for example, when you go to a fast food center, you want one fast food item. Which one you like it? Say, pizza. Pizza will not be there in fast food. Noodles also not good. Next. Biryani will not be there. Next. Was that? Which rice? Say, why you are hesitating? So one person want, okay, online students will say, because they don't have any fear. Those are. Okay, I will tell you, because the example I only, Manchuria rice. Neeraja, correct ma. Jeera rice, Manchuria rice, egg rice, like fried rice, vegetable fried rice, like that. There you, and don't tell this example anywhere. You are very, now you are smiling face. Now, sir, this example I will tell in interview, compulsory, sir. They will tell who is your faculty, don't tell my name. Because since you did not catch me, I have to give this example. So here, and don't take this as a funny example, but seriously think about it. Here, this is a fast food center, base class it is. It's a fast food. So, fast food. It is called what? Base class. Okay. Now here is a customer 1, customer 2, customer 3, customer 4. These are all called different customers. So, customer 1, customer 2, I will take customer 3, customer 4. These are all called what classes? Derived classes. Customer 3, customer 4. Actually, I don't want to give this example. But I have to tell you, because you did not connect me, that's why. Fast food means you like it very much. Because when 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock is over, it's full of rush is there in Amirpet. Okay. Now, he want which one? So, veg rice he want. Okay. Next, he want which rice? Jeera rice he want rice. So, some student said. Next, he want which rice? Something like ER rice he want. Next is, we want what? Manchuria rice he want. What is the common? Raki. Okay, good. Now I don't have any other customer. Only 4 customers are there. Come on. What is the common there? Is he having that many bowls in the bowls? Is he having that many bowls to store the data? I think you are very innocent students, very good students like me. No fried rice visiting anytime. Don't eat that kind of things. Very good students. Because when my favorite student said that pizza, I understand. You don't have any knowledge about it. Very good. I like it. Because don't go to that, because unhealthy problems will come when you go there. Really good. So when he said, I felt that is good in health. Come on. Now what is the common? Knox is saying, Knox. What is common? Rice is common. You don't have many bowls to store veg rice, that rice, this rice. Will he have separate spaces? No. What he has? Common is what? Come on. What is the common? Don't tell this example anywhere, but enjoy this example. What is that? Rice. Will anybody go and take rice? Give me rice? No. That is nothing but it doesn't have any body. But rice is there. What is that rice? Method, which doesn't have the body, which is called null body method. Spell out. You will not eat that. Will you eat? Will any customer will go and give rice to fast food center? No. You will ask what? You will go for naming something and you will give. What that person will do immediately? That person Inheriting that depends on the customer choice, depends on the customer choice. What he will do? What he will do, ma? Not saying anything. Not saying anything. So very good students of mine. So depends on the faculty. You also changed according to my mindset. You are going to override. You are going to override. So the fast food center fellow will override. How he will override, ma? DEF. What he will take? Rice function, self and all those things I will write it. In the coding I will write it. What he will do? He will prepare. Which rice? Whatever rice customer want, he will add something. He will take main component is rice only. Will add something and he will pack it and give to you or not. Then another person, customer 2 also want. Which one he is overriding? Whatever rice you say, he will bring the same component only and he will override according to his requirement. Am I correct? Or he is already made it ready? No. What is the main component? And what he will do? The moment when he will inherit it and he will override or not? Which is inheriting? One space is there, one bowl rice is there. He will inherit it and he will override, right or not? So what is the meaning of it? The main story here is DEF. What is the function name again here? Rice of self. He will override according to the customer 2. Same thing will happen with what also? DEF. Same thing I am taking there of what? Self. Same thing happens here also. DEF of something like this, of like this. Something like this. So ultimately, I am going to give the clarity here. I'm going to give the clarity here. This is called rice related and he overridden this type of methods. Finally, what do you understand with this? Method name is same, but whose overriding implementations are different or not? Which concept is available? One rice available in how many forms? Different tastes, different meanings, different flavors. What is this example is? But don't tell this example anywhere else. So, savings account in one bank some interest rate, another bank some interest rate, different interest rate will be there or not? So saving account is called one method that is having different type of bodies in different type of banking sectors. But what is common? Savings account is common, but what is different? Accounting procedures, policy of the banking, interest rates are going to be differ from one banking to another banking procedure. I hope you are understanding this. The main interest of telling this is there is a rice which does not contain any block of statements. That's why I'm going to call it as what? Null body methods. Spell out null body methods. A null body method is one which contains only heading, no block of statements is written. Why? Because it is bound to override that method in the further. It is bound to override that. That is known as what methods? What method? Null body method. So any class is containing null body method. Class contains null body methods. Class contains null body methods known as abstract class we can call. Because these days 1 or 2 times some of our students got this type of question. Do you have abstract classes in Python? Actually, in Java, very long story I'm saying, abstract classes are there. Class name will write. You will write a keyword called abstract. But in Python, that things are totally overridden. They said that it is not there. If at all you are interested to carry that, we will write what? We will define a class, but we will do what? I will write pass. What is that methods are called? Null body methods. Are you getting my point? Once again, one more you take it. When you go to a bank, on the table some papers are there or not? If the papers are already filled up, now what papers they are? Some common columns are there and some boxes are there. What is that papers are called? Null body papers. What you will do? You will overwrite according to your requirement and you will submit. So bank is giving you what? Empty forms with the column names, leaving empty. And what you will do? You will overwrite, fill up your details and submit to the bank clerk or not. So what is that concept is called? Bank is called what? Abstract class. Bank is called abstract class. And what I will do? Those methods I will override according to my requirement. What is an abstract class? If anybody asks you in the class, how do you answer it? An abstract class is one which contains null body methods. What do you mean by null body? No block of statements, just def, function name, self, any parameters, colon, pass. We call it as what body method? Null body method. Any class contains null body methods known as which methods? Abstract class. Especially like Java, there is no keyword abstract and all, and it is not necessary. Even it can do everything for you. If I go to my program here, if I just take a small example, try to understand, students. Class bank, class banking. I'll take banking. What is this happens? DEF, open AC. Open AC is a function. Open AC is called what? Class. I am not providing any body. Am I correct, students? Next, DEF. DEF. Next, I'm going to say, what is that now? Something like, what is that, deposit, deposit of self, deposit of self. Here, what, self, here, self, comma, what? AMT, colon, pass. Next is called what? DEF, loan, loan of what? Self, self, comma, name, comma, loan amount, L amount, loan amount, comma, what? Pass. What is this class is called? Contains some methods which contains definition, no definition? No definition. How do you know that no definition? After the indentation symbol, I wrote pass. Pass means what? No block of statements. So banking class is called what, my dear students? Here, banking class is called what? Yes, abstract class we can call. Abstract class we can call. And these methods are called what methods? Come on. Null body methods. Null body methods. Did you understand? Very good. Now come on. Class. Come on, class. One of the student, Ravi, who is a Ravi, he want to open an account. Will you prepare the sheet by yourself in your home and will you go to the bank? No. I will get the form from the bank only. Of what? Banking. How many methods are coming from the banking? 3. Which method I am interested to override? Open AC. Okay. Override that method. Open AC, sir. Of what? Self. Print simply what? Ravi opened savings account. Opened which account? Savings account. At or in SBI. Well. Okay. Next. Money. What? Okay. Okay. So banking. How many methods overridden? Only one interested method you overridden. He did not deposit anything. If you want to deposit, just to open an account with a minimum balance. Okay. One more person called what? One more person who will take the loan. What is that? Vijay Mallya. You know Vijay Mallya? Who is this? So, taking banking, what he will take? Loan. Always he will take loan only. So class, why that person name unnecessary? We will take something. Person, banking, loan, self, comma. What is that? C name, name, comma. Next is called what? L amount. Why these rates are increasing in India? Because of these people has taken a lot of loan from bank. For recovery's sake, they will increase the rates like anything. So he is there in London. He is participating in London elections next time. taken total India money is just roaming here and there. And Indian constitution is like that. So if any country do like that, immediately will bring to that country. So escaping from that. So like that, lot of people are there. Come on to the point of it. Printer. What is this now? So say this. I'm writing C name. Taken loan. Taken as a loan and went out of India. Went out of India. Write a dot format of what now? C name, comma. What is this now? L amount. I am overriding or not? Are you following, guys? Come L. Empty, no problem. Okay, name. Just a name I will write it. Yeah, name only. Formal parameter. Enough. So two classes are there. Two derived classes are there. Two derived classes are there. Hierarchical inheritance, it is basically. Come on to the example here. Main program now. Main program here. Create an object of what? Yes, ma, Lakshmi. R is equal to what? Ravi. R dot what? Open AC. Open AC. Open AC. Calling what function? Open AC function called with respect to R. R is an object of what? Ravi class. Control goes to Ravi class and then open an account. Just I am giving a abstract class example dot py. Small example I am giving, ma, that's it. So just I am giving. So coming to this point back, py, say this one, Ravi opened an account in where? SBI. Next, another type of object also I want to create. Which object I will create? Person object I will create. Say some separation among that now, say 50 or 40. P is equal to what? Person of, say P dot, what is this? Loan of, pass the customer name. Who is that? Taking. We can't count how much amount he carried. So let it be. I'm just saying 2.cr or 2.3. Just I'm writing like this. Use just to see. Just I'm writing how much he has taken. There is no count at all. Like this. Next, one more thing is there. Who is that another person? P dot loan of what? Nirav Modi. You know, Nirav Modi is also a goldsmith. Went out. So, and it's taken something like this and something like this. Yes, like this also went out. And don't see this our example of with those kind of people. Whoops related example I said. So main intention is dimension. Yes, ma, Syed Ibrahim. Yeah. So main intention is this kind of thing I am saying. What is that class? Abstract class. What is an abstract class? Contains collection of undefined methods, null body methods, whose body is not there. How do you know body is not there? Pass. Pass means what? No block of statement. Such a type of class is called what? Null body methods. Null body methods in the class contains that is known as what? Abstract class. So if the interview is so tough and so complex, they will touch this. What is that class is called? Abstract class. And what is that method I am going to do? Ravi can open an account. Person can open an account. Any number of people can override this or not. One function can be used by many customers. One in many forms are there or not. And one function of deposit or loan is accessed by many number of persons and they can do one in many forms. Again proved that it is what is there. Polymorphism is there. Are you opening this? Are you understanding? So this is a way how you can do this. So yes, sir. Yes, ma, Ranjan. Yeah, maybe. So leave that. So we understand our content here, something like this. So I hope students, it is more clear for you. Clear? So with this, our polymorphism, OOPS features are over. So what are the OOPS features? Classes, objects, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. Message passing is also there. What is the message passing? In the beginning only I said, arguments passing to the functions is known as what? Message passing, which is already discussed, I said, in the beginning day only. Okay? Message passing is not just coming. See, for example, P dot alone from the main program, it is carrying this message to this function. It is daily we are going to talk about the values passing or not. That is known as what? Passing the values from function call to the function definition or method calls to the method definition is known as what? Message passing. Every day from the day one, list onwards, L is equal to list of, L dot insert of, L dot append of, L dot remove of, will pass the arguments or not? That is known as what? Message passing. So this is the concept of OOPS features. I explained 2 weeks. I hope last Wednesday, before that Wednesday, I was started, I think so. So 2 weeks almost explained. You see any of the website, not even one static web page is containing total OOPS features in one 2 to 3 static pages, it is over. And almost I explained, yes ma, 33, yeah, maybe OOPS sir, Senapati, okay. 33 means maybe there is almost, we explained it. Fine. Right ma, I will explain that. So double underscore concept is called what? Private in nature. And a single underscore is called what? Single underscore things are coming to where? Double underscore, if I write anything in where? Base class, that will not inherit in where? Derived class. Because it is capsulated. Actually, single underscore is not necessary at all. Suppose I am writing, here I am writing underscore underscore I am writing. Underscore underscore, if I write it, see what is happening. What is happening? Here I am getting underscore underscore, I wrote it. Here it is coming. It is treated as what type here? In a separate method it is treated here. A separate method it is treated here. Underscore underscore open AC is a method you have written. It is coming into this class and it is overridden. This is treated as what? Separate kind of method it is taken. Not taken that kind of method. So that underscore underscore is nothing but what? It is protecting the other people, other programmers, other kind of programs you can protect it. But in the same program, we can access that kind of thing. Even if I write single underscore also, it will be coming inside of it. If I access in other kind of things, we got an errors. Where I explain encapsulation concept. So still if you want, I will address that kind of underscore, double underscore, without underscore. Without underscore is called public in nature. Single underscore methods in Python is not there at all as far as the development is concerned. You have seen these many number of examples. There is no concept of single underscore methods are not given for us. Double underscore methods also not given. They said only if you want to hide, you can take that, they said. Even in development also, it will take like that. I hope you understand that kind of thing. Ashif? Yes. So with this concept, I can say our OOPS principles are over. In further, tomorrow class, I will introduce regular expressions. So regular expressions, I am going to talk about it. Regular expressions, I am going to talk about it. After regular expressions, I will talk about multi-threading. Multi-threading. Regular expressions is one of the very important topic. Very important actually. Super topic that is. And it will take 3 days to take it. 3 days I will take. And in every batch, because formulas I will tell you. In the formulas related examples will come. Multi-threading will be there. That will take 4 days to explain or 5 days to explain. This is another thing. Next after that I will go for what? NumPy and Pandas. NumPy and Pandas I will explain. And small topics I will explain. Did I explain string handling for you? String part 2. Lower, upper, is alpha. I will explain that. Next is random module. Did I explain? Explained? Random module I explained. String part 2 I will explain. Right? So like that, OS module also explain. So like that, small topics will be left out. These are the topics which are there for us, main topics, which will take some days together in the class. So with that, small topics, if anything is there, after completing everything, network programming also, yes ma, Rohit Jain, network programming also there. Network programming, that is called socket programming. Because when Django came into the picture, look at students, when Django came into the picture, networking has gone. Even Java networking also not in use. Not in use. Not in use. But I will explain. That is a last topic. I will keep it in the class. Networking, even if I explain, it is not in use. But I don't want to say that I am not going to explain. I will explain. With the programming, explain. That is the last topic. When Django came into the picture, networking has no importance. You will only understand in the class why networking is not in use. Because as destructor, I told you, na, like that, our networking is also there. I will explain that. Definitely, I will explain. So that I will explain. Now, these are my topics. Regarding placements, I will give a number. Placement team is there. We have placement team is there for us. That placement team will take care about all our students information. They will take. Already you have submitted your application form, I think so. I think your ID card is there, na? One day I told you to scan that and I said to you, have you done it? One day I shown you that QR code, right? Not sent. Here QR code is there. You ask admin after the class. You submit your details. They will give an ID card and they will maintain your details. Or I will give my placement number cell. I will give you. You speak to them, and if any recruitments are there, they will intimate to our students first. And once I am telling to you, once you read our notes thoroughly, no need to depend on a friend, no need to depend on relative or something else. This is only the job where you can get on your efficiency. That's it. And need not to worry about this X person is not looking for a job, Y person is not looking for a job. Don't depend on somebody. Once you read well, you upload your resume in many of the websites are there, job websites are there. You will definitely get a job. And many of our students are getting the jobs like anything. And I shown you 1 or 2 days back, some different students who are getting it. So coming to that, Lakshmi, Django, if I take that, it will take 2.5 months. Actually, people take 1 month itself, it is finished. But 2.5 months, we can complete solid with authentication, form validations and all those things, right? So this is the topics which is left out, which I am going to take it. A maximum this month ending, I will be taking that. Okay, if otherwise 2 to 3 days extra, 2 to 3 days extra. So don't say that only this date it is completed. 2 to 3 days extra, this side or that side, I will take it. So it will take 3 days extra or 4 days extra, but after completion of it only, I'll say it is completed. So tomorrow, what is the topic I will say? Seema, Lakshmi, resume building. See, resume building, actually, resume building means I am not going to say any tips to that. I say only one thing. Suppose, for example, I am there. Suppose I want to appear for a one company. I need not to go for preparing my resume according to that company standards. Take any of the resume which is having experienced people. Prepare according to that standards what they prepared already. And of course, a lot of students will worry about resume building and all those things. So that's what I will give you. One placement number I will give you. They will guide you in giving that resume building. So I'm not the correct person to explain the resume building. I'm not the correct person because I will explain subject, but I can't go for resume building. If you see my resume, 25 pages are there. My resume is 25 pages. How I wrote 25 pages, no decoration, nothing. My name, my number, my etc. My Java projects, my experiences and all those things. If I upload today evening, tomorrow morning, 100 calls will come. 100 calls. 100 calls. Right? So, if at all you feel that resume building is very important, I will give a number at the end of the, before 1 or 2 days, completion of the course. that time you can call, right? So Brahmani, I get MNC Global, it is now associated with it, Capgemini. Fine. Right. So Lakshmi, so these days total Python is taking now. These days completely Python I am taking. Fine. So I'll stop the class. Tomorrow I will go for what? What is the topic name tomorrow? Regular expression. So tomorrow it's a very interesting class. So in these hoop speeches, whether you slept or not, I don't know. Sleep in the class? No. So tomorrow class, I'll go for regular expressions. Very, very important topic. Don't miss it. So I'll stop the class. Tomorrow I'll go for regular expressions. Okay? Fine. Thank you. Good day. So I'm stopping little early because I cannot start. It is 5:33 only. Right? Huh? Vamsi. No, ma'am. Not like that. Not like that. Vamsi. We should not. Okay. Fine, ma. Irfan, not necessarily. Example I am sending to you. Example I am giving now. That's why. Example I am giving it now. It's more than enough. No need to worry about it. Fine. So see, time is 5:33. I cannot start regular expressions. Also not good. So freshly tomorrow, I'll start the session. Okay? Right. Thank you. Good day. Amit Kumar, you will see now how many days I will take. You will see now. So days is not important. You will see how much content I am going to cover in that. Amit Kumar, I'll take care of it. Okay? Sagar, I will intimate, ma. I will intimate to you. Sagar, I will intimate. I will inform you, Sagar.